Welcome back, pipers and tobacco enthusiasts ages 21 and over. My name is Ben, and today we're going to be smoking Haunted Bookshop by Cornell and Diehl. And you're watching Expand Your Palate. I just spent $15 on a can of tobacco that I'm not going to enjoy. Alright guys, so if you're watching this, Halloween is a week away. For me though, Halloween is 2 weeks away, or 2.5, really. So I've been really excited to try this blend. I just picked this up a couple weeks ago when I was out in Western Pennsylvania. And I also got a new pipe. I got a new Halloween pipe. Check out this puppy. Hold on. Here we go. Check her out. Isn't that a beauty? This pipe was made by Terry's Old World Pipes. You can find them on Etsy, Facebook. I'll leave a link or a picture, something. Real nice guy. Makes a nice looking pipe. And when he sends it to you, it comes in a really cute box, and it's got a nice pipe bag, and he gives you a little rubber tip, which I don't use those, but you know, he gives it to you nonetheless. So we're gonna be smoking out of this today. Now let's get into the tin note or jar note, whatever you want to call it. By the way, this is a this is a Burley Perique, a Burleek, if you will. I have never heard of a Burley Perique before, and I actually think there's more to it than Burley and Perique. I have it right here. I made a spreadsheet of my, you can't see it. It's a spreadsheet of my tobacco collection. So maybe next week I'll film like a 20-minute video of just showing my tobacco collection. But this is a, let's see, Cornell and Diehl Haunted Bookshop. It is a Burley, Perique, and Red Virginia. I don't know if there is such a thing as a blend that's just Burley and Perique. I don't know if that's a thing. But nonetheless, I've never had a blend with Burley and Perique in it before. And it's the only one out of the 57 blends that I own that has that. And I have smoked this once. I smoked it last week. It smells like baking spice. I wouldn't say cinnamon, but ginger snaps. It smells like ginger snap cookies, but not as sweet as you'd expect when somebody says that smells like ginger snap. Like, it smells like it, but it's not like sweet. I'm also getting earthy soil. It doesn't have, to me personally, of all the blends that I've smelled, it doesn't have like a crazy, amazing smell. You know, it's just an average tobacco smell. But let's get puffing. Let's see what's going on here. Also, when I was on vacation a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I broke my copper pipe lighter that I use in all my other videos. A little upset about that. But when I was out there, I was in Nags Head, North Carolina. When I was out there, I did pick up a few new blends. So definitely we'll have some new reviews soon. Right off the bat, The Perique is incredibly well balanced throughout, like in this blend. And we're getting just a little bit of spice. Nothing too crazy. A little bit of sweetness. Now, I think I packed this a little too tight. My draw feels a little restricted, but I'm sure it'll open up within the next couple of minutes. This is my favorite time of year. You know, the air is crisp. It's cold, but it's not too cold. It's cool. I think right now it's, what is it, 61 degrees out right now, which is like cold enough where you need a sweatshirt or a jacket, but warm enough where you're not seeing your breath and you're like, It's just a beautiful time of year. It really is a beautiful time of year. And this is my first winter smoking pipes. It'll be my second or third winter smoking cigars, but it'll be my first winter smoking pipes, which I'm super excited about, because with cigars, anybody that smokes cigars knows summertime is like prime time for smoking cigars. Once you hit winter, I mean, you don't get me wrong, you can smoke cigars all winter long. You know, I've smoked many cigars out in the snow. It's not like it's impossible with the cold weather, but it's definitely harder to smoke them in the winter. And with a pipe, because you got a bowl and all that, makes it a lot easier to smoke it in the winter. So I'm excited to, I think that's kind of what I'm going to start doing, is like in the colder seasons, I'm going to gravitate more towards pipes, and in the warmer seasons, I'm going to gravitate more towards cigars, which means summertime, hopefully I'm putting out more cigar videos, but I'm thinking from now until February, March, I think I'm just going to stick with pipe content, and then I'll start pushing some cigar videos out, like end of February, or early March probably. I also got a lot of cigars when I was in Nag's Head. A lot of really interesting ones I've been wanting to try. So I'll let them sit and do their thing, and then I will review those after New Year's. On the retrohale, I'm getting almost a citrus, a little bit of a zingy citrusy kind of note. I guess I'm getting it all throughout, but it really comes through on the retrohale. So I'm just gonna read you some information about this blend off of tobaccoreviews.com. It's a medium strength blend. I would agree with that. I would also say it's teetering on medium hard. Medium strong, you know, it's definitely more towards the strong end and less towards the mild end. And it says here that the room note is like also medium, which I think that's false. I think this is giving off like such an intense room note. I mean, I'm also in a car with my windows down, so I don't know how much of a judge of that I can really be. Oh, I got a new phone case, check that out. Not that you guys care, but kind of matches the pipe. Pretty cool. But anyway, Haunted Bookshop. It's named after the famous novel written by Christopher Morley. So that's an interesting tidbit of information. I have never read that. Never really even heard of it until I picked up this blend. But maybe it's something that I would try reading. I'm not super into reading. I have trouble concentrating long enough for that. This is getting real tight. Just trying to loosen it up a little bit. This is a beautiful blend. This is, I mean, first of all, if you're a Perique fan of any sort and you haven't tried this, you're missing out. Because the Perique in here, I mean, it even says on the, oh shit, it says online, oh fuck, oh shit, oh no, it says online that it's Burley, Virginia, and a touch of Perique, but by God, this is a spicy blend. I mean, this is hitting me in all the right places. You know, it's not too spicy, but it is. It's good. And I am slowly but surely becoming a huge vapor fan of Virginia Perique. For those of you who don't know what vapors are, if you hear the term, it's a Virginia Perique. I don't know if this would be considered a vapor because there's Burley in it. I think vapors are only Virginia Perique, and that's it. I think if once you add Burley or Oriental or any little smidgen of something, I think it kind of takes away from that vapor title. But to give you an idea of some other vapors, Peterson's Elizabethan mixture is a vapor. Orlick Golden Slice is a vapor. You know what else? Let's see what other vapors I have in my collection. Actually, I think those are the only two vapors I have in my collection. But yeah, so I'm becoming a huge fan of vapors. I love spice. Most of my favorite cigars are just super punch you in the face, red pepper, you know, I love it. I like English blends. They're okay. I mean, Latakia is growing on me. But if I had to pick English or Vapor, I'm going with a Vapor all day long. But this Burley Perique, this Burleek is pretty good. Pretty damn good. Something, I'm about to go off on a whole tangent right now. But something I'm actually trying tomorrow for the first time is I'm mixing tobaccos. So I've gotten to a point in my tobacco collection, my tobacco journey, where I have so much open tobacco right now, and I've pretty much tried all of them. I have, right now, in my collection, I have 57 tobaccos, and I'd say more than half of them are open, and I'm actively smoking them and trying them. So I've gotten to this really cool point in my journey where the only thing left to do is start digging in your butt, is to start, sorry, I'm not even gonna edit that out. The only thing I could think to do is to start mixing that shit together. So tomorrow, for the very first time, I'm gonna mix tobaccos together and kind of experiment. And I think what I'm going to mix is Peterson's Early Morning Pipe with either Cornell and Diehl's We Three Kings, which is a Christmas blend, or Sutliff Christmas Spice is what I'm gonna mix with it. And I'm trying to find like the perfect Christmas aromatic to mix with EMP to make, you know, find one that I like and then take those and make a whole jar of that shit. And then every year around, you know, Halloween and Christmas time, that'll be my go-to English blend. You know, just be Christmas EMP. You know, maybe I'll call it EMP, Early Morning Present. You know, well, let's see if I can EMP, Early Morning Present. Let's see if I can edit something in there. Maybe not. Maybe that just looked really stupid. But I think that'll be awesome. I've also heard EMP is really good with Cult Blood Red Moon, which I have, so definitely gonna try those. And I got I got some tobacco from Cornell and Diehl last week. They were doing a sale. Everything on their website, I think, everything was like 30% off. So I got like 9 or 10 tobaccos for like 86 bucks. And one of the tobaccos that I got was called Yorktown. And I just got it because it looked cool. And after getting it, I looked up the blend, and I believe it's just a straight... Is it a straight burley? Or a straight... It's either... I think it's a straight burley. I don't know. But, like, the description basically says, like, yeah, you can smoke it by itself, but the reason it's made is so that you can, like, use it to mix. And I didn't realize that. Apparently, Cornell and Diehl sells a tin of just Latakia, and a tin of just Perique, and a tin of just Burley. And then you can buy them and just experiment, put them together, and have fun. And I want to do that. I want to try to, like, make some custom blends or whatever. So that'll be interesting. This flavor's developing very nicely. I'm beginning to think it wasn't the way I packed this. I think there's something stuck in the pipe or something, because this is brutal. Hold on. I mean, I'll try to dig in here again, loosen it up, but it is proving rather difficult to smoke. Not the pipe's fault, though, I'm sure. Really, really cool pipe. I mean, I know I already showed you guys, but I'm going to show you again so we can all just admire this pipe again. This is a beautiful pipe. Again, it's made by Terry's Old World Pipes, I believe is what his website is called. He has a website, he has an Etsy, you can find him on Facebook. And I talked to him, he said that he makes Halloween pipes every year, Christmas pipes. Oh yeah, there's something in there. Something must be stuck in the shank, because I just lifted all that out of there, and it's fucking hard. But he makes Halloween pipes every year, he makes Christmas pipes every year, he makes regular pipes year round. I paid for this pipe $170. For $170, I'm happy with it. It's not a bad pipe at all. I mean, me personally, I mean, listen, obviously I looked at pictures before I bought it. I knew what I was buying. You know, it's matte black, which it looks cool. But me personally, I love a shiny pipe. Now, I'm not going to go and send this to somebody and have them put some lacquer on it or anything and ruin this guy's art. You know, this pipe will forever just be matte black. But generally, you know, I'm not complaining that it's matte black. I'm just saying I like a shiny pipe. He's got some really nice pipes, way nicer than this, that I really wanted to get, but they were like $250, $300, and like, I would spend that much on a pipe, but if I'm gonna spend $300 on a pipe, it's gotta look like crazy, bro. It's gotta look insane. It's gotta look fucking insane, you know what I'm saying? Well, guys, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go home and stick a pipe cleaner in here and figure out what's jamming our baby girl up. Please leave a like, please leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.